For the Brown County Drug Task Force, a bust of more than 1,000 fentanyl pills is not out of the ordinary, but it used to be. The opioid didn't even register on the county's radar until 2016. Last year, the task force seized more fentanyl than all other years combined. And in the first quarter of this year, the task force has already seized more than all of 2020.
The Mexican drug cartels are the largest supplier of the drugs that we're seeing here. Now with the border being open, kind of returning to normal, they're sending it over.
Brown County Sheriff Todd Delane says a combination of more drug activity and good investigative work by the task force led to 155 arrests in the year's first quarter, almost 50 more than the average for the same period over the past 3 years. Increased arrests are significant progress, but law enforcement officials say they are just a start. Drug activity is well known to bring more violence, but also with fentanyl, the task force says 40% of the pills have lethal potential.
Every day we wait, there's a chance somebody else can die.
Pat Buckley is the chair of the Brown County Board of Supervisors. He recently suggested exploring the possibility of adding more officers to the drug task force, which currently has 18 officers. 12 are from the county, 4 from Green Bay Police, and 1 each from the police departments in De Pere and Ashwaubenon. However, the county pays for 16 of the 18 positions. Green Bay covers the other 2.
I look at what can we do from a county standpoint, and I do know with having the opioid lawsuit money coming our way that this is what it should be used for.
What Buckley is referring to is between $4 and $6 million the county estimates it will receive as part of a national opioid epidemic settlement. Buckley says the county should see if Green Bay will match any additions made to the drug unit.
I'm certainly supportive of increasing the capacity of that unit. As a practical matter for us in the city right now, that's going to be really challenging just because I'm down 16 sworn officers right now from our authorized strength.
Green Bay Police Chief Christopher Davis says his department needs to get closer to full strength before they can discuss moving officers to the county drug unit.
We're holding 4 vacancies just in our detective division and then another 12 in patrol. And so it's really challenging for us to meet demand for service.
Even if the county can add officers on its own with the opioid settlement money, some still question the feasibility.
I'm all for more drug task force. Those poor guys are working their butts off around the clock and they're just touching the tip of the iceberg. We need more there. However, nobody wants to talk about the rest of the system. We can't keep the jail staffed. The district attorney's office, you go from ADA's office to ADA's office there, and there's piles and piles and piles of cases there waiting to be addressed. I mean, the whole system and then the support to those things is all short.
Brown County District Attorney David Lassay reports there are 3,500 cases that have been referred to his office within the past 3 years that have yet to be reviewed. He says it's 500 more than the usual backlog. Lassay says he believes filed cases that are pending in the courts right now are higher than they've ever been as a result of the pandemic.
If we make the arrest, it still has to go through the criminal complaint and be charged, right? It's going to slow down in the court system if they don't have attorneys to charge it or to have attorneys represent those that are charged or have alleged to commit this crime.
More arrests also means more inmates for the county jail, which currently has 28 openings for correctional officers out of 149 positions.
And that's been a nagging problem for going on 2 years now, and that bothers me. We should have better response to that problem than what we have at this time, and I don't know why that is. I'm going to find out. But we need to address that along with these other problems.
The shortage of correctional officers is to a point it's going to cost taxpayers at a time when the county is also dealing with increased gasoline and medical costs.
We're right there. We're at a point where within days probably we're making decisions whether to ship out or open. We're right there right now.
Sheriff Delane says the problem of paying to ship inmates to other counties or paying overtime for corrections officers to man reopened jail pods is related but independent from adding officers to the drug unit. He hopes both can be addressed, but it will mean adding to other areas as well.
And there's the other part of it, right? For those that are users that end up in the system, are we using our criminal justice division for diversion and our specialty courts and other things? And are we steering some people towards human services for treatment to try to address it, to cut down on that demand?
It's a demand authorities promise to keep chipping away at, with additional resources or not. In Brown County, Ben Krumholz, Fox 11 News.